What's good, everyone? This is Stainless FX with Forex is Hard. I hope you guys are doing well and had an amazing holiday break. We're going to do something different in this video because as I was prepping for an analysis for the week, I noticed there wasn't really too much activity going on, or at least worthwhile stuff to mention. So, what I'm going to do in this is go some trades that I took this past week. I started a new prop firm challenge with funding pips last Monday, the 30th, and I managed to pass phase one by Thursday in about 8 trades. In this video, I'm going to go over 2 of the winners that I had out of the 7 winners that I had, and provide some insight into what I was thinking and what I saw that led me to take those positions. If that is something you're interested in, then vibe with me for a little bit and let's get into it. Again, this is not financial advice. You are just listening to someone who's been doing this for a while, kind of go through his process. Um, just for some evidence here are the trades that I took. It was pretty much shorts all week. We're gonna go over the pound CAD position that you see here, as well as the AUD JPY position. This small loss here was due to me satisfying the 3 minimum trading days rule, as you can see here. So yeah, let's start with pound CAD. So this is pound CAD on the 4-hour chart. So really what stuck out to me on this, there was a prominent level of support right here. And when I turned on my trading view and started to look at the chart, I noticed that we already broke through this level. So again, it's the 4-hour. You can see this is a descending triangle that's occurring here. When I got onto the charts, we had already broken this level of support, and I was looking for an opportunity to enter when I noticed this indie candle. Indie candles are sometimes a good indicator on what price is going to do, and can sometimes act as a good entry point, in my opinion, at least in my experience with trading. So when I saw that indie candle form on the 1-hour chart, I zoomed into the 15-minute and I saw another indie candle right here, and that's when I decided to get into the position. And as you can see, we did not come close to the stop loss. It was a rather tight stop loss, but trended all the way down. I believe there was some news that day, but I gotten in well before that. I was pretty confident in the break of support, so I entered in with the short, and it worked out pretty well. So again, as you can see, we have what I like to call a 2-candle setup, which is when you have some bearish activity, and then for any, it can be bullish activity as well, but we have 2 candles of the opposing direction. So in this case, 2 bullish candles, and that was just further confirmation that we were going to continue to the downside. Now again, I was already in this position when that occurred, but it just gave me a little added confidence to stay in this position. And as you can see from the P&L, that was my best trade of the week. And yeah, now moving on to AUD JPY, this one was a little bit more nuanced. What caused me to pick this trade? this trade, I saw my opportunity come up on the 3 hour. So again, we had a rejection of this fib level with a bearish engulfing candle. And then we had a bit of a gravestone doji forming. And that's when I decided to enter that position. And zooming into the 1 hour chart, you can see a 3 candle pattern that occurred after this bearish engulfing candle. We had 3 bullish candles that were just low volume. And as soon as I saw that next bearish candle, I said, all right, I'm getting in. I was a little late, but managed to get an entry around here. We zoom into the 15. You can see what really signaled, what really gave me the signal to enter this trade, and that was closing past this 200 WMA as well as an indie candle right there. And I rode this all the way down. Unfortunately, it kind of started to range towards the end of throughout the day, and I ended up closing around here a little sooner than that, but I ended up closing because I didn't feel good with what I was seeing. This looked like it was about to break out of this wedge here, and it did. So got out around here for a decent profit. And yeah, what you're probably noticing is that a lot of my entry signals are doji candles. I believe doji candles provide a pretty good signal for an entry for a lot of trades. You can usually use them as a good continuation indicator. Now, obviously they don't always work. There's a lot of context that's needed before you enter a trade. But from my experience and what's worked out for me is usually using doji candles, which I call indie candles, which is short for indecisive candles. I use that as my main signal for entry on a lot of trades. And yeah, so those are 2 of the trades that I took that really maximized my profitability for the week and allowed me to pass phase 1 relatively quickly. This is a gold position that I opened in phase 2. Pretty good profit. This was a 2R trade. I can go over that another time, but same deal. As you can see, bearish candle with a indie candle that followed on the 15-minute. Got in on that, and it worked out. With the added benefit of a death cross occurring with the 13 SMA and the 200 WMA. Now, I usually have a little bit of a rant toward the end of these videos, so here's the rant for this one. Again, Forex is very difficult, and there's a lot of things that I think every trader needs to kind of figure out for themselves. One thing I'd leave everybody with is this is a new year, new opportunity to make money, and I would say you should use these next couple of weeks really to reflect on what went wrong last year, if anything did go wrong. How can you improve your strategy? You know, I really didn't start seeing progress in my trading until I started journaling. But I definitely recommend journaling to people, but what I would say is I think it might be a little bit better for people to journal their winners and really focus on why you took that trade that ended up winning, more so than the trades you took that ended up as losers. I think that was an issue that I had where I'm journaling both my winners and losers, but with my winners, I didn't have a whole lot to say. You know, I'd be going through my thoughts and emotions. as to why I took the loser, and what was I thinking, and all this self-deprecating um, emotions and behaviors and all that. Whereas when I started focusing on what it was that I did, take a winning trade, I think it helped, one with the anxiety, one with two with the stress, and really started to get me to hyperfixate on what I did to get a winner. Because when you're focusing on your losers, that's good. Figure out what you're doing wrong and correct it. But like, what I would say is spend more time figuring out what you did right and try to replicate that, and just keep doing that. Okay, so you don't even have to worry about what you're doing wrong. You're always focusing on what went right, and you continue to try to do that. Just my 2 cents. Um, that's just what helped me. Again, everybody has to figure out what's best for them, because at the end of the day, Forex is hard. It's a new year, and I hope everybody finds tremendous success this year. I'm anticipating it being a pretty volatile year, but hopefully it works out for everybody. Um, that's all I have. Again, sorry for the delay in videos. It's just I was spending time with family, enjoying the holiday break. But I'm back, and next week, once we get a little bit more stability and momentum in either direction in a lot of these pairs, you're going to see a longer analysis from me. But until then, just focus on what works and go make some money. Peace.